Good morning, everyone. This is Deborah Anderson from Chakra Shaka with another lesson, blessing, and hopefully a message. Father, I ask that you come into the room and you speak to me and through me, that someone may get a lesson, blessing, or message. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed will be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the power of the kingdom and the glory forever and ever. Hallelujah. Yah has not given us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, any tongue that rises against us in judgment Yah shall condemn. For we are the righteousness and the inheritance of the Most High Yah. Hallelujah. All right, you guys. Today's lesson is coming from the book of Luke, chapter 14, verses 15 through 35. And I'll start reading at verse 15. And when one of them sat at meat with him heard these things, he said unto him, Blessed is he that shall eat bread in the kingdom of the Most High Yah. Hallelujah. Yeah, this is a parable about a great supper. So the Most High was telling this story to, I guess, some of the people that he was ministering to. Yeshua was. But he was telling them how it is gonna be in heaven, because everybody is turned backwards. They doing their own thing. And I keep telling y'all, the kingdom of heaven gonna be empty if y'all don't start making the changes that necessarily needs to be made. That the kingdom gonna be empty. Okay, then said he unto him, A certain man made a great supper and bade it many. Okay, so Yahshua is gonna have a big feast, and he invited all of us. He called everybody. He gave everybody an invitation to come to this dinner, this supper, this feast. So everybody got the memo. Everybody, from one end of the world to the next end of the world, know about this meat, this dinner, this feast, this supper. And so the day is coming now where we're going to have this supper. So he bid it many. And then he sent his servant at supper time to them that were bidden, Come, for all things are not ready. Okay. We know we're going to this meeting, to this dinner, to this feast. And it's going to be important people there. We all got the invitation, the memo. You got your invite. But for some strange reason, you never prepared yourself to go to the dinner. You never got ready. You never had no desire to go to this dinner, this feast, this party that was given by the Most High Yah. You said, no, I don't want to go to that. So he sent out the servant and told the servant to go and bid everybody, tell everybody everything is ready, come. Now, I know if the Most High sent out invitations, he gave you a date and time to be there, but anyway, it didn't look like nobody was showing up, so he sent out his servant to give you a reminder that the party was tonight. Now, and they all went. And they all with one consent began to make excuses. Listen to this. Ain't that what y'all do? When somebody asks y'all about getting your life together, cleansing your chakras, turning your life around, you give an excuse why that ain't something you would like to do. Or that's not what you practice, or you're not religious, or you're not spiritual, or you just don't believe in the Most High Yah at all. But anyway, with one consent, they began to make excuses. Now the first one said unto him, I have brought a piece of ground, and I must need to go and see it. I pray thee have excused me. See, he made an excuse why he couldn't come to the Most High's party, or to the Most High's feast, to the Most High's summoning. He said he couldn't come because he had just bought a piece of land and he needed to see this land. Now, and then he went to another person, and they said, I have brought 5 yokes of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee have me excused. So he's saying he got to see these oxen he about to buy. He can't just buy some ox and he ain't there. He need to see what he's buying. So he said he can't come because that day he gonna be tied up with the merchants trying to buy oxen. Can you imagine this? This is a hot mess. Now everybody got an invitation way ahead of time, so he should have bought them oxen, you know. Well, let me keep going. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. Now, this guy done when he got married, because he got married, he can't come to the feast? I don't see where it says only man was invited to the feast. He could have brought his wife with him. Remember, it's the feast of the Most High Yah. So that servant came and he showed his Lord, the Most High Yah, or Uncle Yahshua, these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, the Most High Yah, or Father Yah, being angry, said to the servant, Go out quickly into the street and in the lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor and the maimed, and the halt and the blind. So, because this is what Most High is saying, because Israel won't accept my offer, then I'll replace them with others. This is what's happening right here. But this is just a parable. This is no prophecy, but this did happen. We got replaced. Y'all know it is. So, but he said he'll replace them with others. He'll bring in others, the sick, the lame, the blind, right off the street. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. So the servant went out and started bidding people to come in. And the Most High said unto the servant, Go out into the highways and the hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. Most High ain't gonna have no empty kingdom. He said, bump that. It ain't happening. He said, For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste my supper. Lord, he said not getting in. Not getting into the kingdom, you're not going to taste the fruits of what the Most High has for those that's obedient and do as they told. He's gonna, man. Some of us ain't had no real good fathers in our lives. At that time, we're gonna have the best father in the world. Lord. So let's keep going, you guys. We're at verse 25. Remember, I was telling y'all yesterday that you'll have to rip your heart to appease the Most High. Now you're gonna have to rent your heart, mourn, weep, and fast in order to get Father Yah's attention if you want to change your life now and get into that kingdom. He said, And there went a great multitude with him, and he turned, and they said unto him, If any man come to me, and hate not his father, and his mother, and his wife, and his children, and his brethren, and his sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Now, I know you just heard that. I'm going to read it again because I've been trying to. I ain't tell you to hate your loved ones. I told you to not to mimic them. But here it's saying, if any man come to me, this is Father Yah saying, if any man come to me and hate not his father, his mother, his wife, his children, his brethren, his sisters, he said, yeah, even his own self. You even have to dislike yourself because you know you ain't no good. He cannot be my disciple. You got to be humble under the mighty hand of the Most High Yah. And you got to be willing to forsake all for him. Forsake him. Walk away. Who the hell? Most High gonna protect you. Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. You walking towards the Most High away from the devil, ain't nobody gonna do none of you. Especially if you decide that you're gonna pay your allegiance to the Most High Yah instead of paying allegiance to Satan. Watch how quick your protection be on you. And then all that witchcraft and magic spells they be trying to do behind your back, it just go right back to them and slap them upside their head. I told you cannot hurt nothing or touch nothing or break nothing or harm anything that belongs to Father Yah. You can't. He gonna be real pissed off at you. You messing with private property. That's what you're doing. You being covetous. You messing with something that belongs to Father Yah. And I wouldn't do that if I was you. From the stories that I've read of the things and the revenge that he didn't get back on people who mess with his things, his sacred things, material things, his physical things, anything. And we are his. We belong to him. Let's keep going now. He said now, if you loving other things more than you love him, you can't be his disciple. I was trying to tell y'all that the other day, you got to forsake all, forsake everything, especially these materialistic things we have. We have no attachment to them. We don't love things. We love people, not things. Hallelujah. Love is for people, not things. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Hallelujah. Now I've been telling y'all about bearing this cross so you can get that crown. But y'all been ignoring me. But now Luke is saying it again here, that in order to get that crown, you must bear your cross. Your cross is simply the things that you've done while you've been on the earth that's negative, because when you was called from the beginning, you was called to do nothing but something positive. But when you get down here and you begin to live your life that you call your life, you began to fall away from what the deal was, the contract you had made with Father Yah. And because you broke the contract, now you know he's going to punish you for breaking the contract. Remember, it's better to make a vow than to make one and break it. Okay, so you guys, everybody that's here on the earth made a vow to help one another, to raise the vibrations of the earth with love and kindness and meekness. But no, y'all decided to do different. Y'all decided to show y'all natural bone butt. And Father, y'all got something real good for you. That's all I got to say. He said, for which of you intended to build a tower, sit it not down first and count the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. That makes sense. If you're going to build something, you need to make sure you got enough resources to build, enough money to build. You know, you can start on the foundation and then you get through building the foundation and find out you ain't even got enough money to build the shell, you know, because it's got to transmute into a lot of things before it become a full-fledged house or a building. You got to build the foundation, and then you got to build like the skeleton system. Then you got to build the circulatory system because you need electricity to run. We ain't gonna get into all that because y'all know how it works. But anyway, he said, least happily after he has laid the foundation and it is not able to finish it, all behold, it begins to mock. See, people make fun of you. They started something they can't finish. Saying this man began to build and was not able to finish. See? Yeah. He said, oh, what king going to make war against another king, sit it down first and consult whether he is able to, with 10,000, meet him that cometh against him with 20,000. So he trying to say, if I take half of half of the men that this other guy got, will I still be able to win the war? He's contemplating. He's sitting down. He's thinking about it. He's meditating on it. He's sitting there looking at himself, seeing himself win this war with the 10,000 against 20,000. Hallelujah. It could be done if Father Yah on your team. I don't know if it could be done any other way. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. He said, or else while the others is yet a great way off, he sendeth his ambassage and desired conditions of peace. So he sent somebody out to see if they can make peace. But if they can't, he says, so likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsake not all that he had, he cannot be my disciple. So he's going to send somebody out to see if you're still attached to those material things in this world, these worldly material.